Guys, truth is truth and math is math, right? 1 and 1 is 2, and truth is truth, and 20 pounds is 20 pounds. As it is on earth, so shall it be on the moon, right? And 20 pounds isn't 20, it's 20 pounds on the moon. The gravity of the situation is just different. You got to understand where you're at, what you're doing, and how things work where you're at and what you're doing, right? And so truth is truth, and gravity and physics apply in proper order and sequence depending on where you're at, like with Pluto and stuff. And there's nothing weird about it at all. It's just looking at it and going, oh, okay, this makes sense. Pluto makes perfect sense when you look at Pluto through the science project and go, oh, okay. It's neat the way that it's... Nature is nature, whether you're on Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, or Mars, or Venus, or Mercury, or Earth, right? And it makes sense. And then when you look at it, it's just like, wow, And I think a lot of the people, it looks like a big red heart. And it makes sense. That's what keeps the planet alive. It's its heart. It's toxic to us, but not to Pluto, right? Hey, Pluto. Okay, Mickey. All right. Say, oh, what's up, So you're sitting there, and so people got to understand you've got really bad tech support. And they're still doing genocidal operations through manipulation of people with bad thoughts, words, and actions and linguistics. And I watched 2 comedy skits about, the kids getting the role for Grease, and then the mechanic stuff. And, that kind of thought process of fucking someone in the ass because they can't afford their car. You got to understand that's just as bad as people saying that Jesus is their war god and Earl doesn't exist and they've got him on lockdown because they ran him over in the parking lot of a Best Buy on Loman in 2013 during the Obama administration. There's nothing Obama could do to secure my release with Lord Dooku and Big Fish, right? So you'd be like, they got to understand what they're doing, but they don't. You can explain insanity to people with the invention of money to feel powerful, manipulating people with money and technology. And once the Jasmine Crockett, once she's just like Ted Cruz. Once that brain chemical addiction and them feel all important, they can't see straight. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of that there fight, rising up to the challenge of their rivals. Is the last thing. It's the eye of the last known survivor, and they're insane. And they've been this way for hundreds of thousands of years through their violent sex cult activity and their Stockholm syndrome into it, or their ego has taken over their penis and put it into their woman, because women are transmitters and men are receivers. So as that tells you that Jasmine Crockett has had a lot of sexual activity with guys like Pharaoh and not as much with guys like me. So, or Patrick. It's Patrick. Or Noah. Chuji Burr. The anti-bully of Cochise County and they shut it down. Columbia, they had to rebuild it. They had to tear it down and rebuild it. They built it wrong. That's where they abused my kids. They didn't abuse Natalie at Vista quite as much as they did Noah and Emily at Columbia. But Columbia got torn down. And, like when I prayed by those bushes in that arroyo that got paradise put up a parking lot, and that tree where me and Zeke prayed, and the ants scattered, and me and Zeke both prayed, and they were watching us, and then the Mormons came, bought up the land, and put in new houses and cul-de-sacs and shit. Dun, 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 dun. Dooloo, 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 dooloo. You guys gonna tell those stories to your kids, how you were stopping the pagan homosexual ritual performing Rockefeller Manchurian candidate Godman? I'm not Rah-Rah's Harold Clamp, and I don't throw a baseball real hard and fast. I throw it good. I throw it, all my passes are right where they need to be. Right. Oh, people that played basketball with me and football or whatever I played, And, I didn't throw it the hardest and the fastest, but it was right where you needed it. If I threw it off, I was really upset with myself, but it rarely happened. It rarely happened. I was always like, love is, Chuck Jackson, love is always right on time. Love is you, love is me. Love is just a little baby. I got love on my mind. Love is always right on time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Natalie was an absolute sweetheart. Yeah. I had a ginormous crush on her. Holy mackerel. Ooh, yeah. When she was at our store, she was a little bit fuller figured. And she was cute. She was very, fun and very kind and she was an absolute sweetheart. Oh, yeah, I had a big crush on Natalie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, that's Nat's baby girl. She laughed. She lit up when I said that. When Dooney and Sergio slammed her back in the seat. You can't do that with Nat's baby girl. She looked over at me and just lit up. That homosexual. I'm not gay. A lot of people think that, but I'm not gay. I only dress like I'm gay because the girls at the Gap dress me, and then all the black women hit on me. It's really nice. I mean, it's not nice, but I don't know what to say. I'm confused. No, the clothes the girls at the Gap would pick up for me. Oh, the black girls loved them, and all the black guys in Carolina when I was in service loved my outfits. Oh man, I like those pants with that shirt. And Judy, oh Raphael, that looks my MC Hammer Vanilla Ice outfits and stuff. Yeah, they all loved them. Oh wow, that's that looks very African and Arabic. That looks very cool. So oh thanks. So yeah, that's how I dressed. Remember the shirts we had with no collars that fit down low over your MC Hammer pants or your Kachavari jeans? And then the daishiki looking blue shirts that matched the Kachavari jeans, with a pair of matching socks and some shoes that had matching colors, so it didn't throw off the ensemble. And then riding around in that and playing the Ku Klux Klan by Steel Pulse, and stupid ass Hebs. I was borrowing Heb's car and his stars and bars is hanging from the rearview mirror, and I completely forgot. And the black guy looks at me like, what's this white boy playing at? What's he running around playing the Ku Klux Klan by Steel Pulse, wearing a daishiki type shirt, and he's got stars and bars hanging from his rearview mirror. It's like, oh shit, I forgot. So I'd take the stars and bars and put them up under the sun visor so nobody could see it when I was borrowing Eb's car and playing my reggae with my daishiki shirt and my Kachavari jeans and stuff. It's like, oh fuck, yeah, that poor brother, he was lost. He was like, what is this white boy playing at? Does he know that song, the Ku Klux Klan, is, they do unto the Klan as you would have them do to you. In this case, hate thy neighbor. That's why they hide behind the hoods and clothes they wear. Yeah, it was funny. I didn't even recognize. I looked at him, I'm like, what's he staring at? This is a really good song. And all he was doing was looking at the stars and bars hanging from my rearview mirror. And he was like, what is this white boy playing at? What is he doing? And what the fuck is he up to? This is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, from your perspective, I agree with you. This is my friend's car. You're friends with that dude? Yeah. It's the Bank of Heb. Yeah. Solomon Rustry's his favorite author. I'm working on him. I'll get him to listen to Still's Pulse. No, he passed away. Decrease on pork barrel spending. Yeah. You know how many people during Desert Storm, the Dana plumbers and all the Dana plumbers in it, how many people from my unit and from those people that got sent in those units were exposed to chemical weapons given to Saddam Hussein by the CIA to decrease pork barrel spending, that all got exposed to chemical weapons and died anywhere from 6 months to 2 years later after taking early outs and getting big amounts of money from the military to decrease the... Yeah, they gave him an early out, which we presented to Congress. McCain stole it. Me, Ty Sunderman, and Scott Howe. Okay. And yeah, Scott was so excited. He came over for his Air Force Times. He goes, this is our outline and everything. I typed it up. That's what he presented to Congress. Did you get a letter back, girl, saying that? It was like, no. It's like, he ain't gonna give us credit for it. One of his pages took the idea, got it in. Is it done, and is it good for the people? Yes. Well, then that's all you need. He was like, how do you not get so fucking mad? We just got screwed. McCain just took our idea, presented it to Congress as his own idea. No, his page that opened the letter presented to McCain as his idea, and then McCain took credit for it. That's the way it works, okay, Pablo Picasso? So long, Frank Lloyd Wright. Are you Bernini or are you Baroque? Earl. That's the way of the world. Child is born with a heart of gold. Way of the world makes his heart stone cold. Isn't gold a stone cold rock anyway? Wouldn't you rather have blood pumping through your heart to your mind so you could feel that beautiful, warm woman? You know, your urge to merge. Yeah. And then a baby is born, healthy forever, my lady. It's like a dream. I'm holding you closer. This is ecstasy, right? Me and Steffi's favorite albums, and yeah. So you're having my baby, right? My favorite was, it's hard to pick a favorite on that. Forever My Lady it was all right, but my two favorite was the Paul Davis music ripoff. I'm just kidding. Come and Talk to Me, and Stay. Yeah. Stay? Come here, stay. You know, Stephen Wright's dog, Stay. You know, stay just a little bit. No, that's Maurice. That's the Zodiacs with Maurice. Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Yeah. Please tell me you will. Say you will. Remember when McCain was using Running on Empty and Jackson Brown was the opposite political party and said he couldn't use it? Cease and desist. He did all Cat Williams with Dr. Seuss. Remember that? Remember? Obama, you were there. Remember that? Yeah. Running on Empty. That was one of Val's favorites. And then she liked Stay, but I was like, Val, Maurice Williams of the Zodiacs is better. Yes. It was your daddy don't mind. And your mom, if you have another dance and one more song. Oh, won't you stay? Big guy. Yeah. Real high voice. Big dude. The guy who sings the falsetto. Big guy. Big kid. Yeah. I thought it was Maurice, but it wasn't. It was another dude from the Zodiacs, and he was a big boy. Yeah. Like, probably a defensive tackle. He could sing. Like on Titans. Remember on the Titans, the big brother with the high voice when they was all singing in the, was they singing My Girl? I think it was. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day when it's cold outside. Well, I don't remember. What song was they singing? I ain't seen that movie in a good month. Sundays and Guitar Go, yo. But propaganda, don't come around here anymore. Stop walking down my street, right? Anybody else like, I got to put that song on my MP3. I got to put Free Fallin' and Don't Come Around Here No More. Okay. Rise up. Okay. I'll just put Tom Petty and I will know that's all I need to write. That may be all I need to know. Like my notes in school, yeah. My mom, those are your notes, yeah. And then I'd tell her the whole lecture. And she would go, and those are your notes. Earl, there's 6 words there. I'm like, yeah. What was that? That was about, and I could tell her about the whole lecture in detail. What I thought was dope and what I thought was whack, and yeah. It's like, it's not fair. And then they didn't think I could do the same thing in math and science class either. But they could tell me what they were doing with math and science, and I could tell them where they were off, and if they did it, what would happen, and how they were wrong, and how they should stop doing it, because this would be the results, right? But your daddy don't mind. We have another dance, and just one more song. Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Please tell me you will. Say you will. You can't protect people from themselves, okay? When 2 tribes go to war, it's all Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Maybe you should just relax and go masturbate and take a government paycheck from DOG, from Department of Government Efficiency. No, they'll kill you just as fast as they look at you, as they sell chemical weapons that cause a disease. This disease, what would happen is like what happens with me and with the chemicals here, and it happened with my cousin Jeff. I just have a much more efficient immune system. Well, people focus on me as a god to save their families from genocide, so it makes sense that my immune system is even more efficient than Bob Marley's. Haile Selassie's? Maybe not, I don't know. because, they tried to kill him with prostate cancer. He got surgery stuff and went into remission, was recovering, and they had to send his own people in that would take kickbacks to assassinate him when he was fragile and old. Okay, we're hard to kill. We're not impossible to kill. Okay, we all know that. Okay, he had to be resurrected by science projects. Okay, so your daddy don't mind if we have another dance. It doesn't matter. You can think Jesus is the cartoon character God from Jerome and Constantine's wackadoodle violent sex cult activity. It's not going to make it so. You can click your heels together and we won't be in Kansas and no longer in Oz and have to watch more bullshit from Curtis Jackson. That's really bad thinking, bro. Money ain't real, right? Okay. Still doing it's all about the Benjamin? No. Portraits of dead people on a piece of paper backed up by rocks and by a bunch of people that were murdered over rocks at Fort Knox is not the wisdom of Proverbs and not the faith of Psalms. And don't be doing that. Don't be caught doing that stuff post-apocalypse, man. Post-apocalypse. Don't be caught doing this kind of stuff. It's a very muy bad idea. It's a bad idea. So damn bad. It kills your brain cells, son. It kills your brain cells. I say if you're going to do it, don't fuck around with it. Do it expeditiously. Just jump off a building instead of go mass murder poor people for rich people to maintain status quo through drug sales. Or bad sales. It depends, Go in there and get the bed where she can rise up from the dead and you can sleep and then you can be cute and lay on the bed and say, wasn't she cute? She's all excited. She got a comfortable bed that won't hurt her back. She's got pens that won't run out of ink. Damn it, I say pens that won't fucking run out of ink there. Do you understand? $300 off of an instant, happy days are here again, motherfucker. We sleep easy, goddammit. We got to do Pixit to keep our skin clean so we can go out and people don't talk about us. Hey, you might have some kind of a disease that would not make me want to have sex with you. That's what people think. When you have your body's trying to get toxins out real fast to save you from dying. And what happens, especially when you're younger, people don't want to have sex with you because they think it's a kind of disease that, you can't have sexual relations. That's why they'll take these drugs to keep having affectionate sex partners. I know how the brain works. I don't have to cut it up and, I don't have to be a neuroscientist or a surgeon. And no, I did not talk like Froggy when I was in school and they didn't call me Froggy. No. They called me Güero because my dad looked Mexican and my mom was definitely gringa, all right? They call me Güero. Like Miklo on Blood In, Blood Out, bro. I got busted up bad. I need a lawyer. Okay. No, they're $2,000 an hour. I don't have enough money. I can't. They shouldn't be talking to me. Boop, boop. They should be listening to me. I'll tell you that. We know we're feeling good. We could. We would. We should stop. Think for a moment. Okay. They got the guy from the. That's also the ash-dwelling monkey guy from Bruce Almighty. Andale pues, yeah. How come they didn't do a murder commercial with a monkey coming out of his ass? Huh? And Jennifer Aniston's boobs getting bigger. So the guy wouldn't take her water, Because, winches with big boobs, put butts in the seats, you know what I'm saying there? Wouldn't they sell more smart water too? Boobs are fun. Always been more of a butt man myself. Well, when you grab onto the thighs and something to grab onto, and it feels good. And if they turn the other way towards you and rub, across, and you look, whoa, that is nice. And I know that's where we poop and where we sit, but I don't know. It must be the Planet of the Apes in me. It's got to be the Planet of the Apes in me. Baboon, weasel, baboon. I think I'm more baboon than weasel. Yeah, me too. Okay. What about you, Zach? What do you think? His kid graduated from Sacramento State. Go Hornets. Yeah. That's neat. I did not know. Zach's. I know his daughter was going to. Wasn't his daughter going to? No, she was going to go to LSU. Did she go to a rival? She went to an SEC school. She was one of the top recruits in the nation. Okay, his daughter. Yeah, I knew that. Okay, his son. I knew his son was a good player. Okay, not as dominant as his father. No, it's okay. Neither's Bronny or Bryce, and I really like Bronny and Bryce. Bryce is his sweetheart. I love that kid. I adore Bryce James. He's a big cheerleader. He's a big sweetheart. He's very supportive of his teammates. He's not jealous of them. I adore Bryce James. He reminds me of Jordan Benegas. I love him. Anybody else love Bryce James? I love Bryce James. He is just the sweetest kid, the biggest cheerleader, and non-jealous. He's just it doesn't matter. I guess it's the way mom and dad raised him. You don't have to be me. You just got to be you, and we love you. And that's the way Bryce is. So kids don't get that way by accident. So I think LeBron and his wife put a lot of extra special love and care into that. They had the best psychologist and all that. Those psychologists still need Braun's talents, money, and his money to get paid to get their laid and stuff like that. And she would have dated him even if he wasn't in the NBA. Okay. And he would have picked her out of lots of other girls because he knew she was, if she was 100 proof. Yeah, they really like each other. Okay. No, they get along. I like those two. Yeah. Oh, marriages in the 20th, 21st century are really fucked up and they're really hard. Guru, or the relationships fights on the train, and they can be very difficult. Okay. Just ask Blue's mommy and daddy. It's really hard. And, yeah. Oh, talk to Chris about Sal. Well, I'm like Jesus. He ain't going to talk to you about it, but he talks to me about it. Right, and it was very hard. He said, sex on the beach is overrated. You don't want to get sand in her whoopee. It's not cool, and it's not no. You don't want to put the woman you like having sex off out of business and out of commission for a while doing something you saw Burt Lancaster doing a stupid movie, right? Yeah. And who else? Was it like Sharon Stone and Kevin Costner or something like that? Yeah, so the movies are stupid. Don't do what the people in the movies do. They're stupid. Don't get sand in the whoopee having sex on the beach. No, it's over. It's stupid. People in Hawaii could tell you that for a long time. No, you go back, get up to the hut. You get in the mood there. You might, in the ocean, don't do that. It might attract sharks like, it attracts bears in Yellowstone. Yeah, it's true. It's true. So, yeah, no. And they know you can kill them and, kill their, so, yeah. So if you're going to have sex, have in a hut where there's other humans around that, keep the wild boars away and the sharks away. Don't attract giant predators that can eat you because they know that you can kill them. Shit. Do you get the gravity of the pheromones of the situation with 20 pounds on the moon and the first house on the moon and the 20 pounds on Earth? Do you get it? Get it? Oh, Pluto. Look, it's a big heart. Okay, hey, Pluto. Okay, Minnie Driver? Okay, her too. Isn't she the Uber diva that's not as good as on one of Natalie's favorite movies? The Music of the Night, right? What was that? Phantom of the Opera. There we go. Okay. Yeah, she loved that movie. She's Natalie. She's too cute. Yeah, she like Phantom of the Opera, Karina, and what was the other one she liked? Near, far away. Titanic, yeah. The boat sinks. Okay. What was one of her other favorite movies? Ray. They're her movies that she liked. Emily likes really sad. She loved Jesus Christ Superstar and Secret Garden. She'd cry. And why do you keep watching? Never mind. Okay. Val with Felina 18 times in a row. Bullets were flying. Felina was crying. And when Trini Lopez got died on that, Jim Brown and the Dirty Dozen. Remember that on Sleepless in Seattle? Yeah, girls will do that. Guys, they will sit and listen to the same sad song, watch the same sad movie like 5 times in a row and cry their eyes out. And it's like, if it makes you cry your eyes out so much, why do you keep watching it? No, put on Elf, damn it. You know what I mean? Does someone need to sing a Christmas carol, right? Well, I love syrup, right? Come on, do something funny, right? Why are you crying so much? Why are you crying, right? As a guy, okay, you were sad once. Okay, that was enough. Okay, now we're going to stop being sad and we're going to put on Elf. Okay? Now we're going to punch you in the jejunum, right? That's not supposed to be stupid. Let's laugh. Everybody love everybody, right? It's funny. No, her favorite is Adam Sandler, Somebody get the kid a Happy Meal, right? You go to your happy place. Bowl, get your home ball. Go to your home ball. Wake her ass up. We want to win tomorrow, just thinking about still an LT's Porsche. And that's the last thing I would do not smoke crack, right? And then which case I tackled, okay. You know what I'm saying? Change your attitude. Change your latitude. Change your apartment. Change the world. Save the cheerleader. Save the world. No, knock it off. We don't need heroes. We don't need another hero. We just need the Gospels. We don't need Life Behind Thunderdome. That's just something to sell comic books, insurance, cars, pizzas, Discovery, Dupixent. Yeah. The healthier the environment and the planet, the healthier one another, and the better the sexual activity. Does this mean I'm going to get fired from Lowe's Fiesta Foods? Guys, holy covenants are only holy covenants when you're obeying the commands of the Lord and sustaining it with the faith of the Lord and the wisdom of the humility of, faith in the glory of God. And that's it. Pillars of faith. Hallelujah. You can put on all hip jobs you want. It's not going to make you like Khadijah. And just because you dress like somebody doesn't mean you act like somebody. You can dress like Muhammad. You can dress like Hassan and Hussein. But that doesn't make you act like them, right? How many people are named Jesus, but they don't act like Jesus? I know lots of people that are named Jesus, and their parents, they try to be the best person they can be because they were named Jesus, like the golden child, Ray Andrews, You're golden for a reason. God made you golden for a reason. You have a heart of gold, Ray. What would Dr. King do, right? He's totally sweetheart, Debbie Morgan's godson, from North Kakalaki, right? And then ended up in Wyoming, yeah. That happens with a lot of folks, the Trangs ended up in Casper, Wyoming. They were boat people, and Mr. Trang was a personal chef for the dictator of, was it North Korea, I think? Yeah. I mean, North Vietnam, yeah. I don't think they weren't Southern Vietnamese, they were North Vietnamese. And there was a coup, or was it Southern Vietnamese? I can't remember. I didn't talk about it that much. They just told me the story, and I was like, oh, that sounded horrible. They had to go through like 3 or 4 different countries. They had to speak different languages and understand it. Yeah, it was terrible. The oil deal they had to do, oh God, what a movie it would have made. It was more intense and tough than trying to Argo and Biko. Oh gosh, yeah. The Trangs, oh my gosh. Yeah. And you met these kids, and we started out school together. And then when they told us the story of my life, I was just like, wow. And they told it to you like, the Oliver Stone movie, just like it was casual dinner conversation, and, not all drama like in it. Like, well, we had to do this, and then that was, why? Well, we had to get out alive. Everybody that was associated with this man was to be killed. And we had some nice people that got us out. And they ended up owning a restaurant in Casper, Wyoming. Excellent cook. Oh my God, he's a really good cook. Well, that's why he was a restaurant. He was a cook for one of the dictators in Vietnam. Yeah. And then what? And then the oldest became a drug dealer. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense how they got out of there and got into the boats and all. Yeah, got out of there alive. Guys, Noriega, CIA. Saddam Hussein, CIA. What? Oh, somebody need to sing a Christmas carol. Go grease lightning, you're going past a quarter mile. Keep talking, oh, keep talking. Right? Making fun of me, Riz? I know I'm not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know there's just no getting over you. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. Pay what we pay. I'm not asking you to pay what I've paid in spirit to give you the Lord's Prayer. I'm just asking you to stop drinking beer and stop making commercials. Do you understand? Don't drink yak piss for money. I'm asking you to live the Lord's Prayer. Hasta aquí hoy. And don't make fun of your ex-wife, being a mattress that you fucked. That's just mean. It's mean. Isn't it mean, Julianne, to say that your ex-wife was like fucking the mattress? Yeah, you agree? I totally agree. Yeah, me too. Me too. What are you selling us, Julianne? Julianne Moore, what's for sale? What's for supper? Hey, Grandpa, what's for supper? Pinto beans and Johnny cake. Not cornbread. We put sugar in it. Okay. She was selling medicine. Oh, me? I ain't selling nothing. What's for supper? Pinto beans, fresh pinto beans, and Johnny cake. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna fry up some potatoes with onions, garlic, salt, black pepper, and cayenne, and then put them on a tortilla with Hatch green chili and pinto beans with acevedo, Kobe, and the Monterey or whatever, the Fiesta blend. Yeah. Cheese. Sound good? Yum, yum. This is Tennessee on the Rio Grande. In the valley of the Rio Grande, in a garden of... We have, in the Little Green Valley, we have morning glory bells twining around our door. Yeah. And in a garden of roses, I said I'd wait for you. Yeah. I can see the candle. I don't have candles. They might burn down the house. We have Thomas Edison candles. We tried to get the nicer ones that aren't supposed to go out and are more ecologically friendly, right? Yeah. A lot of them have gone out. Yeah, they're supposed to last longer, but they haven't. It's not what it seems. It's the only clue she left was it's not what it seems. She lied. Why? Because money's still real, and the Lord's Prayer is still laying in the parking lot at Best Buy on Loman since January 22nd, 2013. Well, that sucks. Okay, guys, there's no possessive pronoun first-person God, and your Big Bang Theory can't replace eternity of faithful love and the infinite glory of Pluto and the sun and Mercury and Mars and Venus, if you will. See you spend a little girl for me to thrill, a girl who wants my kisses in my arms, a girl with all the charms of you, and beauty school dropout. There you go. Flunk shampoo. I don't want a part in the play. I don't want to do, I want to try to twin or Tony on Broadway. I do like Odyssey, and that's one of my favorites. Anybody else love that song? There you are, lost in the shadows, searching for someone to set you free from New York City. And where did all those yesterdays go when you still believe love could really be like a Broadway show, right? You were the star. When did it end, girl? You're a native New Yorker. You should know the score by now. Boo doo 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 doo. Left, right, left, right. It's not a game, it's not a contest. Okay. Just stand up for the Lord's Prayer now, and all's forgiven, and the Manhattans won't be heading for heartache. Okay. You ready for Love Earl? I am love. Okay, guys, I love you. We'll talk later. I'm probably going to try to hope this one loads faster if Ness has got their poop in a scoop, and then go out to the barn and shoot up some hoops. I just ate dinner half an hour ago, so I'm going to have to wait probably about another hour for my food to digest well, and then go out there and get my shots up tonight. Okay, love you very much. You're just higher maintenance if you're stupid and selfish. If you're not stupid and selfish, you're still high maintenance because you're doing everything the stupid and selfish people tell you to do with your technology and your money. Dummy, you're Lummiee.